All right, guys, we are here. You guys remember this place? Magellan Boys Home. We were here
it's been a while.
few times.
We came right before we did our movie premiere in February. Now we're back for the grand surprise. So excited. This is cool. This is actually really, really cool. I don't know if you guys weren't able to make it. We did our movie night February before the Hunt Expo. We put together a good show. We sold out. We had a bunch of giveaways through our sponsors, so thanks to our sponsors. And we decided to take the profits from that night and donate it to the Magellan Boys Home. So we're here to...
There's the man right there.
And there's Zach, who made it all happen.
Write a check.
This is gonna feel good. This is the best thing that we get to do.
Not bad, you?
Besides going on all the hunts and waking up and doing what you love, being able to give back is the most enjoyable part of this whole thing.
We wanted to get a big check, you know, like they do, but we couldn't find one, so.
Okay. Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
rolling, dude.
Hey, so getting this donation from these awesome guys here at Magellan. We're gonna do a wood shop, and Nebo School District's gonna get involved, and they're gonna help us so boys can get credit and a alternative source of trade work that they'll be able to learn to do. And then we got the bows donated by Hoyt. We're gonna set up an archery range and do an archery program as an alternative source of therapeutic release, and as well as spend a lot of time fishing this summer.
That's awesome, man. That's you know what we want is to be able to give back and be able to allow you to share the things you're passionate about, which, just like us, hunting and fishing and all things outdoors, really. Now Zach can have some money to play with to pass that passion on to the kids, whether it's for therapy. Who knows, maybe one of these kids will find a passion for the outdoors like we have. I mean, any little thing to just make their day better is a positive, so it's definitely a win-win for sure. Using the money for things like that, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Like he was saying, they're gonna build a wood shop. Kids are gonna learn how to work on wood. They're gonna have do a pottery thing out there as well. Do some pottery. Welders. So we just wanted to tell you guys thanks that came to the movie, and this is the reason that we're able to give Magellan's $10,000 is because you guys that showed up to the movie, donated, bought raffle tickets. So like Brian was saying earlier, this is our favorite part of what we do, is being able to give back. So yeah, it's been fun, and we just want to tell you guys thanks for supporting us. So
way fun. What a journey from doing our first movie premiere, just to premiere a couple films for fun, to turn that into an opportunity to give back. You know, the first time we did it for Wishes for Warriors, to go to wounded soldiers and stuff. Now to these guys, it's crazy what bringing the hunting community together in one night for one event can do. Like $10,000. Holy cow!
Yeah, these boys will get to
Thanks to everybody that came. Like,
these boys will get to do stuff that they've never ever thought they would ever be able to experience.
Hello, buddy. Thanks for that's crazy. I just got the chills seeing you right over. Zach, man, thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks to Zach for hooking all this up, and
oh, thank you guys.
no, man, it's been our pleasure. It really has. And we're gonna do a follow-up too. We're gonna come back when you guys get the shop built and the archery range up.
Archery range, you guys will have to bring your bows.
Yep.
Bring some meat and we'll do a barbecue.
Bring some meat, cook on the camp chef. We're gonna go do a fishing trip, it sounds like, with the boys this summer, so good times had by all.
Guys, we have made it. I've devoured almost an entire bag of green seedless grapes this morning. So good. Morning. We're here to look at some new shirt mock-ups and samples, and then we'll also give you a little bit of a tour of the apparel and hats that we do have in stock now. We just launched a few things we want to show you here on the vlog real quick. There it is.
Dang. That looks pretty cool. Huh?
So they got a few samples for us on different colors. This is artwork from Tim Johnson. He's a little autograph down there. Tim Johnson is a wildlife artist who specializes in fish. The guy can sketch, draw, paint, water paint fish like you guys wouldn't believe. And this design he sent over to us, and we started working with it in a few different ways. So we wanted to get it on a few different fabrics and colors and just see how it turned out.
The brook trout skin.
The dungeon, the Hush dungeon. It's pretty wild to think where this all started, the Hush store, and what it's become now. You know, thanks to you guys for shopping on our website. But we're trying to run this like a really organized, you know, like a legit business, I guess. And we wouldn't be able to do that without the support of you guys shopping on our store. So the plan is to just like have a lot of these items never be out of stock unless we're discontinuing that style and moving on. So give you a tour. We got all kinds of stickers, Fireball stickers, badge stickers, fish, plenty of t-shirts in stock right now, guys. And we've got to the point where we started poly bagging them, just so when you guys get them, they're folded nice and they're always clean, so you can expect, you know, good quality package when you open it. Lots of hat styles are actually on discontinued and closeout. So these hats right here, they are gonna be on sale until that style is sold out. So you can see some we have a lot more than others. We just barely launched a fishing line. That's called the Airborne. This is the Bmack special. He's always wearing that hat. That hat's selling really good. And if you guys like a trucker style hat that is mesh back, you know, with a flat brim that can be bent, the foam, this is like the old school foam trucker hats. Honestly, that's one of my favorite hats right now just because it's so comfortable. And thanks for all of you guys that have bought stuff through the website. It really helps.
We got some super nice letters. Zach, thank you for the nice note, my friend. So we got another one from, I believe it's pronounced Brandel. Thank you for the very, very well written note. And good luck with your journalism classes and filming your hunts.
Started a YouTube channel,
that's right,
from what we've read, so that's super cool. We get this type of mail from random time to time, and it's actually really cool to read them. Typically they come from like younger kids. To read what they pull out of our content is really cool. That's what I love about this. Like, for example, Brandel says, Casey, you have taught me that you don't need to harvest the biggest animal on the mountain to get out and have fun. Very true. We hope you guys feel the same way. And I love your cooking videos and watch them all the time. My favorite is probably your pheasant video, as I had never known how to prepare a pheasant for eating. So it's just so crazy. We make all types of videos, whether it's these vlogs, hunting videos, fishing videos, cooking videos, and like how-to videos. And there's such a large audience out there that learns from them one way or another. And man, that's motivating for us to get these type of comments. So we'll keep the content coming. Right, Bmack?
Making a special little package right now.
All right.
Just for you, Zach. Yesterday morning, I shot my axis doe. And this evening, I'm gonna cut it up and I'm gonna cook it. So I brought home one back strap in the cooler on the checked luggage, and then these two tenderloins. So I'm just gonna clean them up. There's some silver skin on there I wanna get removed. Get all the hair, anything else that's on them, taken off. Probably marinate them and then just grill them up. Simply grilling them, from what I was told, with like a little lime juice and some seasonings, is delicious. Literally, I'm not kidding you, every single person that we talked to while we were in Texas told us that axis deer will become our favorite wild game meat, which is kind of hard for us to fathom when you're used to eating like pronghorn, elk, moose. All of those are some favorites for sure. So we'll see if their prediction is true. One other thing I figured was worth mentioning. We've already got a lot of people critiquing axis deer hunting on social media and whatever else. So a couple clarifying points. First thing is, guys, these were not in a high fence ranch at all. Quite the opposite. These were actually just free-ranging axis deer. They evidently were introduced back in the 60s or the 70s, maybe earlier in Texas. But they escaped some ranches back in the early 70s. And they've just kind of flourished on their own in the wild. The habitat, if you guys have ever been in South Texas, is real conducive to white-tailed deer and then also axis deer. So they have a short gestation period, meaning they can breed multiple times in a year. And the habitat and the terrain just suits them very well. So they're all over the place. Here's why we chose to do it. Number one, it's a new experience. Number two, the meat, again, is supposed to be phenomenal. They're a beautiful animal, but it's helping out the farmers and the ranchers that have property. They destroy a lot of fields, just like the elk destroy a lot of wheat and grass fields here in the West. And then the other thing is it helps just try to keep the population in check. So wild pigs down there are another problematic species. We went down there and wanted to try it out, but yeah, I mean, you're literally just be driving down some little town and you look out there and there's just a bunch of axis deer running around, all on low fences, just kind of meandering through the different towns and cities. And I'm telling you, they're as wild or wilder than the whitetail that we hunted. Super skittish. Like most things in Texas, you know, the choice is to hunt under a feeder. That's just kind of, if you've ever been to Texas and you've ever hunted, that's what everybody uses. So you may not like that, totally understandable, but it kind of is what it is. We obviously do a ton of hunting out west, free public lands, free ranging, wide open spaces, backcountry. We've done it all. We love it all. But anyways, hopefully that clears up some stuff. It was not on a high fence ranch. Again, I don't have anything against that. We've done that. It's Texas, guys. There's only 2% of all that giant state of Texas is public lands. And out of that 2%, I think it's only 1% that's actually accessible. So put that in perspective. I mean, that is not a lot of property to be able to access. And the way it is out there is everybody has a hunting lease. Everybody owns a small piece of land or a big ranch. Everything is you got to pay to play. That's why we're so lucky in the West to have all the crazy open country that we have to be able to access. So anyways, I'm going to get back to cutting up this back strap and then getting it put on the Camp Chef, and we'll see how it turns out. I'll let you know. Okay, here is the back strap ready to be prepared. Got it on the cutting board here from Camp Chef. This thing is pretty rad. If you haven't seen one like this, it's ginormous. So you got a lot of surface space. But the goal here is just to take off the silver skin, get it real cleaned up, cut off any other random pieces. This one looks real clean. There's a little tiny bit of hair. But overall, it looks freaking beautiful. This has been trimmed up now. You can see how beautiful and red it is. There's no silver skin on this thing anymore. Got both sides done up. Clean. There's really no more connective tissue, so to speak. So got them diced up now. You can kind of see just these little chunks. Some of these bigger pieces I may just like butterfly out. I'll show you what that is, but pretty much kind of cut right down the center of it, not all the way through it, and then it'll just open up, fold right open and nice. Okay, there's just your basic butterfly cut. Started out like so. You just cut it right down the middle, folds over, and that's how you would cook it. So it's a pretty popular way to cut up back straps, but I'll make some of these little medallions into butterfly steaks. That way they'll be a little easier to cook. They cook more evenly that way. There's just hardly any like connective tissue though in these back straps, which is why they're so dang tender. So real easy, but that's how you do it. All right guys, it's been a couple days since I filleted up the Axis back strap. I had it marinated for probably 2 days in the refrigerator. Just basically olive oil, salt and pepper, pretty basic seasoning. I'm gonna hit it with some low smoke, so the machine is just getting started up, but if you can see, got it on right there, low smoke. And that's just the Camp Chef Smoker Pro pellet grill. You can see the smoke starting to roll out of there. And then I'm gonna do a reverse sear on it. You can see the temperature on this sucker. I'm just burning off kind of like the newness of it, but it's super hot. This is the Pro 60, it's hooked up to propane. But once I hit it with a little smoke, I'll come back and then put it on the grill. It's called a reverse sear. So it's gonna be Axis deer from Texas, but smoke is rolling. Steaks are marinated. It's a good sign and a good smell. Just smoke billowing out. The Axis deer's been on the smoker for maybe 10 minutes or so. So So I'm gonna pull it off of here. Just wanted to give a little bit of flavor to it. Don't really want to cook it on here. I'm gonna hit it with the reverse sear. That grill's pretty hot. Probably don't need to be on there for more than just a few minutes, and it should be done. They're done. They are done. Now we're just gonna let those guys rest for a little bit. The whole process maybe took 15 minutes. Now it's time to go feast.